Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Oaklawn Park here on Saturday. It's closing day, April the 15th, 2017. Gonna look at the stakes races on today's program from Oaklawn, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. The stakes races I'll be looking at are races 7, 8, 9, 11, and I'm gonna sneak in race number 12, the meet finale, into this video. So 7, 8, 9, 11, and 12. So let's get on to it. Starting off at race number 7 from Oaklawn. It's the 44th running of the Count Fleet Sprint Handicap. Grade 3, purse $400,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 9 horses going the distance of ground to 1,200 meters, 3/4 of a mile, or 6 furlongs on the main track. And I will be showing this diagram from time to time. It gives me a second to look down at my notes, so just bear with me. There's no good editing into this budget, you know. I'm surprised if you even have a microphone. I would have to yell it from the to your house, basically. But they're going 6 furlongs here. My top pick in this one, and a horse that if you play a multi-race wager, like a pick 4, pick 5, whatever they connect in this race, I would single the 8 horse Whitmore. Gonna go 8-6-3-4 in the superfecta though, 8-6-3-4. But my top pick number 8, Whitmore, 4-5, Ricardo Santana Jr. for Ronald Maquette. Most recently on the 11th of March here at Oaklawn, 6 furlongs in the Hot Springs Stakes. This horse won by 6 lengths, really close from off the pace to get the victory. Just an all-around great welcome back race for this horse. First start in 2 months. Start before January the 15th at Oaklawn, 6 furlongs in optional 6-2 claimer. This horse won by 2 3/4 lengths, almost on the lead all throughout. Easy, clear driving victory. He's winner of his last 3, and he won his first race since the Derby on December 3rd at Aqueduct, 6.5 furlongs, optional 6-2 claimer. Horse won by 1.5 lengths, almost on lead all throughout. Easy, clear, safe victory. He wants to go sprinting. He proved that he doesn't want to go routing. He wants to go sprinting. If he sprints here today, very well. Where do we see this horse next? We see this horse maybe in Louisville in a couple weeks, in the Churchill Handicap. We'll see. But this horse ran the Derby last year. He beat one horse. He finished 19th with Victor Espinosa at 30-1. Finished 3rd in the Arkansas Derby last year, 2nd in the Rebel, 2nd in the Southwest. His only win last year, basically, he won 2 races. His only win at Oaklawn last year came in a 6 furlong race, which proved he wants to go sprinting. He's undefeated sprinting. He should have a very good start here today, so just watch out for this one. So to recap my bets for race number 7 from Oaklawn, it's the 44th running of the Count Fleet Sprinting Handicap. Going to go with the 8 horse Whitmore. I'm going to go 8-6-3-4 in the superfecta. So now let's get on to race number 8. The 8th race from Oaklawn is the 20th running of the Northern Spur Stakes. Purse $150,000 for 3-year-olds here. Field of 7 horses going the distance of ground of 1 mile and 1/16 on the main track. 1 mile 16th, 1,700 meters. My top pick in this one, I like the 1 horse, number 1, Kistron. I'm going to go 1-3-5-4 in the superfecta, 1-3-5-4, but number 1, Kistron. 2-1, Tyler Bays is on this John Sadler trained 3-year-old colt out of the factor. Most recently on the 19th of March at Santa Anita, 1 mile turf course in the Pasadena Stakes. This horse finished 3rd by 2 3/4 lengths. Sat 2nd most of the race until the stretch run, and really didn't have a bit at all. Basically, closed. He weakened to 3rd. I think he might have needed the run. Start before February the 5th at Santa Anita, 1 mile and optional 75 claimer. Horse won by head on a lead all throughout. Just held on. Great victory for this one. And then the Eddie Logan Stakes on December 30th, Santa Anita, 1 mile. This horse finished 3rd by 3/4 length, set the pace early on for most of the race up until the stretch run, and then got caught. If this horse can conserve his speed coming back to dirt today, I think he should have a very good run. So I'll use him here as a top pick. Excuse me. So to recap my bets for the 8th from Oaklawn, it's the 20th running of the Northern Spur. Gonna go with the 1 horse Sistron or Kistron, whatever. Gonna go 1-3-5-4 in the superfecta, 1-3-5-4. So now let's get on to race number 9. The 9th race is probably one of my favorite older horses race of the year. It's just, it's a race very good in history. The 9th race is the 71st running of the Oaklawn Handicap. Grade 2 per $750,000 is for 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 7 horses going the distance of ground of 1,800 meters or 1 mile and 1/8 on the main track. 1 mile and 1/8 1,800 meters. My top pick in this one, I like the 4-horse, number 4, Made from Lucky. Gonna go 4-3-1-5 in the super. 4-3-1-5, straight 10-cent super, but my top pick, number 4, Made from Lucky. 4-1, Javier Castellano is on this 5-year-old horse out of Looking at Lucky. Todd Pletcher trains this one. Most recently on the 18th of March at Oaklawn, a mile 16th in the Essex handicap. This horse finished third by 2.5 lengths behind More Spirit and Dooman's Rap. This horse sat third most of the race. Didn't have the best closing kicks. More Spirit just had another gear in the stretch. Couldn't catch him. Second start on this race course. I think he should have a very good run. Start before on the 28th of January at Gulfstream Park, mile 8th in the Poseidon handicap on Pegasus World Cup undercard day. This horse finished third by 4.5 lengths. Sat back early, closed up a tiny bit at the end, but had to clip heels for a few times during the race. It wasn't his best trips. Throw that race out. And then in the Harlan's Holiday at Gulfstream Park, mile 16th, December the 17th, horse finished fourth by 5 3/4 lengths. Was up with the leaders early on, then got beat by his stablemate Stanford, just couldn't win. It was his first start since the Excelsior of 2016. He did finish second that day after setting the pace behind Kate Cruz, but didn't have a lot, had to conserve some run. I think today here, his third start on this race course, he should have a very good run. So watch out for him to upset the 3-horse Midnight Storm. So to recap my bets for the 9th from Oaklawn, it's the 71st Oaklawn handicap. Going to go with the 4-horse Made from Lucky. I'm going to go 4-3-1-5 in the superfecta. So now let's get on to race number 11. The 11th race, the big one from Oaklawn. It's the 81st running of the Arkansas Derby. It's grade 1 race here, going for a purse of $1 million. It's for 3-year-olds here. Field of 12 horses, a dozen of them going the distance of ground of 1 mile and 1/8 on the main track. Mile and 1/8, 1,800 meters, 9 furlongs. Anything else you want to know about? As we crash down onto my computer here. Crash. But it's a great Arkansas Derby this year. My top pick in this one, I really like the 9-horse Untrapped. I'm going to go 9-2-12 with the 4-6 for the 4th spot of the superfecta. 9-2-12 with the 4-6. For a 10-cent super, it should cost you about 20 cents, $2 for $1. But my top pick, number 9, Untrapped, 6-1. Mike Smith is on the Steve Asmussen 3-year-old colt at a trap shot. Blinkers on today. Most recently on the 18th of March at Oaklawn, mile 16th in the grade 2 Rebel. This horse finished third by 2 lengths that day. Was a little bit wide and, just didn't have the best of closing kicks. Couldn't catch Malagasy, who's probably facing the toughest race of his short career. From that outside post, I really don't think Malagasy is going to get an easy, clear trip like he did in his last few. But if he runs a good one, he might be going into the Derby as the favorite, but we'll see. But I just don't think Malagasy is going to do well from that post draw. But, this horse, if he could just sit off the pace a little bit closer today, I think he can win Untrapped. Start before in the Risen Star at the Fairgrounds, mile 16th, February 25th. This horse finished second by 2 lengths. Sat a little bit farther behind that day, but was a little bit wide. Closed up for second. Wasn't a half bad race. And then the late command at the Fairgrounds on the Mud Mile 70 on the 21st of January. Horse finished second by 1/4 lengths. Really closed up to get the second place finish behind Guest Suite, but he just needed a little extra ground. Had a little bit of traffic trouble. His only win came in the main special at Churchill, going 6.5 furlongs back in November. But he's due for a very big run here today. I think he's going to get it with a good, sitting a little bit closer today and with a good closing kick. So to recap my bets for race number 11 from Oaklawn, it's the 81st Arkansas Derby. I'm going to go with the 9-horse Untrapped. I'm going to go 9-2-12 with the 4-6. 9-2-12 with the 4-6 in my superfecta. For 10 cents, it's going to cost you 20 cents. So now let's get on to race number 12, the 12th race, the meet finale from Oaklawn. It's always been a very favorite race of mine. They for forever, in my lifetime, they always carded this marathon race. The 12th race is a starter allowance race, purse $55,000. It's for 4-year-olds and upwards. Never start for a claim price of $7,500 or less in 2017. We have a field of 14 horses. Remember, this year they extended their whatever they call it, the pools, the tote system, so they could carry 14 horses. So we have 14 of them going the distance of ground of 1 mile 6 furlongs, or 1 mile and 3/4 on the main track. mile 3/4. My top pick in this one, I like the 9 horse, number 9, Bird Zone at 20-1. Gonna go 9-5-8-1 in the superfecta, 9-5-8-1. But my top pick, number 9, Bird Zone, 20-1. Luis Quinones is on this Scott Young train, 6-year-old gelding out of Birdstone. Birdstone did win the 2004 Belmont Stakes at Belmont, of course, being Smarty Jones. So maybe he could do well here today with the distance. Most recently, on the 24th of March, a few weeks ago at Oaklawn, a mile and a half in a start allowance race. This horse finished 5th by 11 lengths that day. Was, set a little bit closer early on, then kind of hit the wall going around the turn for the second time. I think he needed the race. It was his first start back at Oaklawn in quite a while. Here with the added distance, he should have run very well. Start before at Will Rogers on the mud, 1 mile claiming 5. Horse won by 2 lengths, heavy favorite, ran like a favorite, should run. Very nice victory. And then at Oaklawn, mile 16th, February the 18th. This horse finished 9th by 12 1/4 lengths, was far out of it most of the race, was basically last all the race. With the longer distance today, he should have a very good run. He's running a mile and a half a few times, and those races were his best of his lifetime. So watch out for this one at the end. So to recap my bets for the 12th from Oaklawn, going to go with the 9 horse Bird Zone, going to go 9-5-8-1 in the superfecta. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck.